Okay, Nguyen, I'm preparing a bit in front of my bedroom. This is my video clips. Nguyen preparing, checking my camera, record time now. Everything under control, yes, okay, record already. Nguyen, you are ready? Set go for your seminar. 20 minutes, okay, only today. Okay, I'm checking my camera in my room. Okay, we'll appear in front of you now. My name is Nguyen. Hi everybody. I am appearing in front of my camera in my bedroom. I'll let you know the time. Today is Tuesday, 10 December year 2019. Say that again. Today is Tuesday, December 10 year 2019. Record time 40 minutes past 10 or 14 minutes AM in the morning. Record time now. I'm speaking English today only 28 minutes. We start from now. Could you please stand up for the Australian national anthem? We sing together with me, please. Yes, we start from now. Are you ready? Set, go. Australian land, all rejoice, for we and young and free. With golden soil and pearl for toys, our home is good by sea. Our land is above in nature gift of beauty, rich and rare. In history best, let everyone at one Australia fair. In joyful strength, then let us sing of one Australia fair. I'll need our redemption from cross, we toil with heart and hands to make this commonwealth of ours renowned upon the lands. For those who comes across the sea, we bow and bless to share, which current let us on combine to advance Australia fair. In joyful strength, then let us sing of one Australia fair. Aussie, 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 oi, 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 Aussie. Thank you so much, everybody listening my program podcasting from my bedroom. First of all, I would like to use this opportunity to salute our Prime Minister, Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison. Salute you, the Canberra House. Salute you, all the minister in the Canberra House. Salute you, Australian Defence Department. Salute you, ASIO, agent, top secret police task force in Canberra. Salute you, all Australian citizens, 25 million people. I am one of them. Could you please following my program, please? Today, I appear in front of you to say thank you so much, Australian government, on behalf of Nguyen family. I am one of them. 200,000 Vietnamese poor people living in Australia since the fall of Saigon, namely now Ho Chi Minh City, when the communist regime took over Saigon City. The war ended April 13, 1975. I was of them, one of the South Vietnamese soldiers, was captured by the communist regime, police and army, and sent straight away to the prison. I was living in the communist regime 8 years punishment heavily because I one of them, the South of Vietnamese soldiers. My father and my mom died in the Vietnam War, and I lived in the Catholic orphanage centers. During the conversation, during the interview with the police communist regime, they believe, they will believe that I am one of the CIA of America. Because I lived in the because I live in the orphanage of Catholic Church under the U.S. government subsidize and provide food and everything for the poor kid in Vietnam. Therefore, the communists declared that I was one of them, the son of CIA, and punished heavily 8 years in communist prison. I escaped Vietnam in 1982 in Malaysia transit camp. And Australian government gave me my hand, gave me my heart, and bring me to Australia in 1983. I had been living in Australia 36 years already. Today, once again, I appear in front of you, salute you, Prime Minister Scott Morrison, salute you all the Australian government in Canberra House. Today is a special day for my family. The first child graduate from university with double degree, Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Communication Media. Have a look. Once again, I have been used this opportunity to say, once again, thank you so much, Australian government. Help me, help my children from primary school, high school, and university. This graduation gown belongs to my daughter. I order for her, not for me. But I'm happy to declare with you to say thank you once again. Dear brother and sister in Australia, I had been living in Australia 36 years. This is a special day in my family. My daughter graduated just a few days ago. Myself, have a look my degree, 25 years ago. I also graduated from university too, from Melbourne. 25 years later, my daughter graduated with double degree. Not one of them, but 3 of them. I have 4 children. Have a look my son over there. His graduation picture I took with my camera. Over there, he's a solicitor, now working in another state. I don't want to share with you Melbourne or Sydney or Canberra or Adelaide. Sorry about that. And next year, one more child in my family will graduate. So I let you know that government listening my program. I am sacrificing myself, looking for children, 2 boys, 2 girls. And when they are baby, very young, since they was born in hospital, maternity hospital, I come to my wife to witness the labors, the suffering, and give birth with the doctor and nurses in the hospital, and bring home with the little baby boys and girls, and feed them, and get bottle, and change the nappy since they was born. My contribution to the Australian government is so much. Do you know that how many days, how many hours, how many years in my life suffering for my children since they was born? Change the nappy, get the bottle, feeding the kid, look after the kid for my wife to water factory. During nighttime I come back to study adult education and English from non-English speaking people. When I come to Australia, I can't speak English at all. I learned from beginning, from alphabetical ABC with English teacher. And after that, I was introduced to the English teaching for adult martial arts students who want to return to university. And I study in evening time from year 7 to year 12. 6 years in my life study like that. And I got the knowledge to pass and to go to university after year 12. And after 3 years to 4 years, I achieved the first university in my life. It means 25 years ago. Have a look. And after 25 years, yes, my first daughter graduated university. And the second one, he a solicitor over there. And now, this girl belongs to another child, which I showed you already. It's not belong to me. I ordered this graduation gown from my daughter. And this motorball, and this I ordered with my money to her. Also, I gave to her a new car with my own money. $20,000, $30,000 Australian money. It's so much big money for my life to save it for my daughter. To get a car for interview and got a job and get married. We hope and I hope. I introduced my story to Australian government. Have a look my story background. I was one of the South Vietnamese soldiers with this flag. We lost the war in Vietnam. America lost the war in Vietnam, which is 44 years already. Americans spent 500,000, it means 500,000 soldiers from USA sent to Vietnam, bloody of war. And the result, 58,000 Americans sacrificed and died in Vietnam, bloody idiot war. And 500 Australian soldiers sacrificed in Vietnam war. Australian government went to Hanoi, went to Vietnam, in the south of Vietnam, Saigon, 70 to 80 kilometers from Saigon City. It's called Long Tan. And they sacrificed. 500 of them Australia lost the war too. Died in Vietnam War. April 30, 1975, the communists took over the Saigon and the war in Vietnam had ended. This is my own story, presenting to you Australian government, especially Australian Defence Department. I was suffering because punishment heavily. I want to shake hands with communist regime. Through the process, the communists introduced. They established the law, number 36, over 2004, reconciliation. And I followed that process, shake hands with communist regime. However, my wife doesn't like it. She told me that she hates communists She hired President Ho Chi Minh. She called President Ho Chi Minh is the bastard, a fuck off communist regime in Vietnam. And she won American Australian comeback in Vietnam. But I said to my wife, darling, the history has changed already. You cannot turn back. The American Australia in Vietnam. Now communists took over 44 years already. The whole country is now under communist regime. Doesn't matter you lie or dislike. The communist regime is over. Sorry about that. The communist regime is take over. Sorry about that. And we cannot change the history. But my wife said, no. I do not accept to shake hands with the communists. And I declare to you that communist regime is the devil. And we must get rid of them and kick out of them. I said to my wife, darling, you cannot. My wife told me, I pray. I have been praying with God for punishment heavily, like Russia, like President Gorbachev and Yeltsin declared communist regime in Vietnam is finished. I said, we can't. The wife said, yes, we can. I said, God knows that, darling. We cannot change. And that 10 years ago, up till now, I had been living in my room. My wife lived in that house. This is a crazy flat. We separate, but we still live in here. With my children, look after them. Many times I want to divorce and separate, but my children said, Dad, don't do that. We love you, Dad. You want to shake hands with communists, Mom doesn't want. You argue, you yelling like dog and cat. You are Mom and Dad, like children. And when we got disputed with Mom and Dad, yelling, fighting together, the children come and separate. They told me, Dad, come to your room, Mom, come to your room, shut up your mouth, Dad, shut up your mouth. Father, Daddy, we want peace. We don't want terrible happen in my family. We don't like you to separate and divorce, Daddy. Stay with us, enjoy of the peace of your life in Australia. And that's my story. I present to you. I speak English, not Vietnamese. And next year, one more. My son, the youngest one, will graduate from the university. Therefore, my conclusion, in this video clip, I forgive the communist regime. I forgive the American soldiers, the United States of America. They had betrayed us. According to history background, when I read President Nixon and U.S. Secretary of State Henry Kissinger asked our President Nguyen since 1968, that offensive, American secretly, CIA, talked with Hanoi delegation to finish the war in Vietnam, plus the assistance with Communist China. With President of Russia and China, President Mao Zedong, and finish the war in Vietnam. President Nixon and Henry Kissinger told the South of Vietnam President Nguyen, my friend, I need your help to sign to the peace treaty in Paris to finish the war. President Nguyen told President Nixon, So, I do not believe in communists of North. They tell you lie, they are devil. If I sign this contract, they will invade the south of Vietnam. President Nixon and Henry Kissinger told our President Nguyen, don't worry, sir. I swear to you, you sign here in this copy, USA, we are your ally. We support you with money, economic, ammunition. We help you with money, with ammunition, with weapon. And if the North Vietnamese soldiers invade the South, we will bomb them with B-52. And exactly like December 12, 1972. So, President Thieu, don't worry about this work. We will sign the contract, the treaty with Hanoi, but we will help you with ammunition, economic, everything. We got it? Got it? Sign here for me. And our President Nguyen believed USA, America, and CIA. And they signed the treaty in Paris. And the war ended. American withdrew army from 1973. 1974. The CIA of America turned the green light to the soldier, Navy of China, invaded Paracel Island of South Vietnam. Why? The US aircraft 7th Fleet outside South China Sea. Our soldiers sacrificed. 74 of them died. It happened now. We lost 3 battleships. Outside! Americans, USS aircraft, ignore and betray us. Got it? Fuck off, USA and CIA. Do we believe USA? Do I believe USA? Fuck off! Do I believe this? Fuck off! And the war in Vietnam ended. Americans betrayed us. We lost the war. Australian soldiers withdrew army too. Follow USA step. We lost the war. The communists took over since April 30, 1975. And I was one of them who were captured and sent to prison 8 years punishment heavily. This is my story, my true story. I want to write a book, history book, political science. I might apply for master's degree and PhD degree to write my own thesis, my doctrine, before I die. I got bowel cancer. Doctor in Australia said, Joe, you got only 10 years to live, darling. Try your best, happy. I swear to you, Australian government, I will. If I got ability or energy to write my master's degree and PhD degree in my title, the South China Sea War, and my new doctrine. Who is the supper, the boss of the universe in 21st century? I predict for the next 80 years, 200 years, World War III will happen. And that's my degree, master and PhD. I will apply in my state and bring my book to the professor to look through my document and discuss with him or her to finish my PhD. The title, I just let you know that the South China Sea World. If I wish, I got only 5 minutes to present my case in front of you. I have been living in Australia 36 years already. And I got only 10 years to live. Do I have ability, energy to write my master? An extension to the PhD degree? The question mark I need to answer myself. Does your degree got a new idea to bring peace to the earth for the United Nations? What is your philosophy in your books, in your PhD? Do you know that when you write PhD, you have to sacrifice your life in your own research, read a lot of books, comment, criticize, analyze, and give the best comment in your book? And I myself asking myself, do I have ability to do it? Do I desperately need to achieve PhD? Do I want the title of PhD? Doctor of Philosophy? Do I want the title of Associate Professor? Do I need the title of Professor of Political Science? Do I need the title of Emeritus Professor? My answer now straight away, no! Enough is enough. But however, I need to write my book. Why? Because I need to tell the world the truth that the USA has betrayed us. CIA, President Nixon, US State Secretary Henry Kissinger, he is 97 years this year. And just few years, he will die with the old age. He is the Judah, according to the Bible. Peter Jesus Christ. He convinced our president, sign this treaty, Paris Treaty, 1973 in Paris. American withdrew, give peace for the South of Vietnam to got the election to choose our own president in South of Vietnam. And Hanoi regime withdrew to Hanoi, left the Liberation Army and South Vietnamese soldiers got the election. But in fact, Hanoi betrayed, do not follow the peace talk in Paris, and they invaded the South immediately. American betrayed us. That's a lesson we learned. So now, I am Australian citizen. I want to introduce my video, introduce to defend the palm.